What's up, guys? The Rogue Budget here with Unashamed Gaming, bringing you some Black Ops 3 gameplay today. I'm going to be using the Razrback in this gameplay, and I don't think I've uploaded a Razrback video yet. Excuse me. I actually haven't didn't use it all that much in the beta. I didn't really like it that much. I mean, it was definitely good. It was a good gun, but I just don't think it was. I don't know. It was kind of like the Peacekeeper was in Black Ops 2, as far as it was kind of a sub and AR combination, so you could get long range shots, especially with long barrel. I remember you could, if you put long barrel on it, you could long range it and close range. It would work really well for both, but it just wasn't. I don't know. It killed a little bit slowly for me. I think. I don't know. Maybe. There's just something about it. It didn't make it my favorite sub. And again, I'm going to stress how important I think it's going to be in this game to be able to be good with different weapons. If you are, especially for competitive play, if you're a team that is good with multiple weapons, then that makes you already better, or have an edge anyway on anybody you might face. Because with the new vetoing system, if your whole team can veto a popular used gun like the M8 or like the Razrback and still be just as good, then that's probably going to give you an advantage over the other team. So I would encourage you again, when the game comes out here in about a month, to use as many guns as you can. You know, use all of them if you can, at least for a little while, and see if you can get good with more than one of each gun in each class type, because there might come a game when your favorite gun is vetoed and you have to use a different one. So again, always be sure to be a well-rounded player. That's going to make you more valuable in this game than any other Call of Duty to date, if you are good with, first of all, both subs and I did pull out the VMP here for a few kills, but I think I just switched back. But if you're good with both subs and ARs, and then several within that type, it's going to make you a more valuable player, a more useful player. Yeah, I did pull out the VMP here for this hardpoint, but I do switch back, I think, for the remainder of the game after this hardpoint. And you'll see I'm using the scythe specialist. I think I've uploaded a gameplay with it already. It was the best one, I thought, by far. You had a lot more options to kill people with it, like the revolver gun, the Annihilator. You only had 6 shots, and it would go away. But the scythe, it was like a minigun. You could get a lot more kills out of it, and it killed just about as quickly. So, a valuable gun to use, or a valuable specialist to use. Again, this is the beta, so when the real game comes out, it might be a little different as far as what specialists have what guns and what abilities. They might change that up, as well as how powerful they are, and I'm sure the guns themselves will change. So, the Razrback might be one of the worst guns in the game by the time the game comes out. But I did use it here. I think I have long barrel and quick draw on it in this video. I'm not really sure. Again, it's been a while since the game came out, so I don't really remember. I've saved all these videos. I haven't uploaded them yet, obviously, since you're just now seeing them. So I have a few more to upload. I even have some clips from the Black Ops 3 beta I might be able to make a short montage with. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to see. But the Razrback is definitely a good gun, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily the best sub. Maybe for this map it's a good sub. This map has a lot of long-range shots and close-range shots, so if you can have kind of a hybrid sub like this one, it might be good. You'll see me upload some gameplay with a few other ones probably in the future that are better, I think, for going to be smaller close-quarter maps. So I'm hoping we can get a Call of Duty game where you can use different guns within that gun type, and it's still viable. And excuse the lag here on this part for a few seconds. I play through it and it gets over with here in a while, but it's part of the gameplay, and I got a few kills, I think, with a Hellstorm during it. So I left it in here. Just excuse the lag. But I'd like to see, if you remember, in Black Ops 2, you had the M8, which was obviously a dominant AR, but you also had the AN-94, which was a good AR to use, also a viable option for a lot of players. And for a while, you had the FAL, which was also a good gun for players to use, until that got nerfed, of course. But I mean, it was a little powerful, or not nerfed, but it got banned in competitive. So in addition to that, you had subs. You had the MSMC, well, the PDW, which was really good at first, but then they did nerf that one. And then you had the MSMC, which was the most commonly used sub, but you also had Scorpion. I guess it was a Scorpion. It might have been a Vector. They were both in that game. I guess it was the Scorpion, though. Yeah, the Scorpion Evo that was in Black Ops 2. A lot of people used for those close quarter hardpoint maps. And you also had the MP7, which was sometimes used. Rambo was, of course, famous for using the MP7. Well, not necessarily famous, but he was well known on Black Ops 2 for using the MP7. He was one of the only ones that used it, but it was still a viable option. So I'm hoping this game, especially with the veto system, can be like that, and players start to use different weapons. You don't see the same guns. Like, Advanced Warfare is probably the worst one that I remember for that, as far as seeing the same weapons over and over. Because, of course, it's all BALs and ASMs. You don't see anything else. In Ghost, you had a little bit of variety, not a whole lot. Remington was pretty much the only AR. Sometimes you would see a couple different subs, but for the most part, it was just those two guns as well. So I'm hoping for Black Ops 3 we see a little bit of variety with the guns and with the tactics people use to employ the veto system and things like that. So I think that's a good thing. So this is all coming off my beginning thought of, even if the Razrback is good or bad, it's good to be able to be good with other guns as well. And you'll see that I was able to use some other guns very effectively. This is one of my better Razrback games, I think. Again, I didn't use it very much at all, but this is one of my better Razrback games that I got. Even watching this beta gameplay, it makes me super excited for Black Ops 3 coming out in a month. I can't wait for that game, honestly. The beta was so fun to play. I pretty much played it by myself the whole time, and it was fine. It's been a long time since I've been able to play Call of Duty by myself and have fun, and it's pretty much only on Black Ops 2 with the last game I could do that. So just the fact that this game still feels like Black Ops, still looks like Black Ops, it plays like Black Ops, and I just have fun playing it, I think is a good sign that it might be a good game, or that it will be a good game. I have complete confidence that this game can be good. And there you see I fell victim to a common mistake of knifing, which I'm going to have to get out of by the time the game comes out, because of course, unless they're already injured, you cannot one-shot kill them with your knife or with a punch. It doesn't kill them, it just weakens them, and I hit him right there and it didn't kill him, unfortunately, and I died for it. So remember that. I would start working on it now if you can. Get out of the habit. Play Black Ops 2 where knifing doesn't really work, and unfortunately Advanced Warfare got me back in the habit of it. I got pretty good about not knifing in Black Ops 2 just because it was pretty much useless in that game, and I didn't do it a lot in Ghost because it wasn't super effective. But of course we all know Advanced Warfare, not only is the hit detection bad, but just punching in general is bad, and it's very easy to do. You can basically punch people who are behind you. So, that being said, I would start working on getting out of it now, getting out of knifing now, if you can, because it's just going to come to bite you in the butt in this game. But back to the Razrback for the last few minutes of this gameplay here. It's a good sub, and I can understand why it was a lot of people's favorite sub. I wouldn't say it was my favorite, but I would say that it's usable. I think it just fired a little too slowly for me. It still felt like an AR, and if I'm using a sub, I want it to feel like a sub. I don't want to be able to feel like I could play an AR role with it. I don't know, maybe that needs to be balanced if in the game a little bit, maybe decrease the range on the Razrback or something, but subs I feel like should be your higher fire rate, close quarters guns, obviously, and your ARs can slow it down and they have more power. So, that being said, maybe some changes need to be done. Here's a good wall run right along the top of that fence. You can pretty much go all the way to this side. That being said, maybe this gun needs some tweaks. I don't know. Probably not. It wasn't too bad. Just if I'm using a sub, I want to feel like I'm in a sub role. I don't want to be able to play. And I mean, it's nice, obviously, if you can play both roles, but it should be balanced and clearly defined what role you're playing with what gun. So otherwise, you're just going to get like Advanced Warfare, where everybody gets a BAL, and BALs can be used for basically any role, and that's just not as fun as a spectator or as a player, really. I mean, I enjoyed being able to use different guns in Black Ops 2. I enjoyed being able to use different guns in this beta, so I think that's gonna increase the enjoyment level for everybody if they can balance the guns enough while keeping them different enough. I know that's hard to do, but if you can keep them separate and balance them enough to make different guns have different roles and be just as valuable as another gun to a player, that's what the key to the game is going to be. So that being said, Razorback, good gun. Probably not my favorite sub, but definitely a usable, good gun. You guys, I hope you tried it out. You should try it out when the game comes out. I know I will. Like I said, I'm going to try out every gun I can. Also, I didn't get any sniping gameplay. I'm going to probably save that for the actual game to work on sniping, because as you know, it changed a little bit with this game, so I'm going to have to figure it out again. But that was just a little side note. No sniping gameplay from the beta. Sorry about that. But that being said, this video is done. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know. 64 kills with the Razorback. And that's going to be it for today, guys. I thank you guys for watching, and hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on Black Ops 3, what you want to see, all that good stuff. And remember to share us and get us out there, because that's the only way we can grow. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.